My name's Laura, and this is Purely Inspired Living. Today we're here with a Work Your Light Oracle reading. Something I haven't explained is there is a method to how I pick tarot and oracle cards for a particular day. And today, Monday the 20th, is an Aquarius moon. And to me, the Work Your Light deck just feels very airy to me. That's where I got Aries. It feels like a very air element deck. That is why I have chosen this deck for today, or why I feel called to use this deck on an air moon day. So that is why, just a little information for you. But anyways, so today we're going to do a collective reading using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. It is by Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. You should be familiar with these cards by now. I've used them a few different times. You can go back in the playlist and watch old oracle readings if you feel called to do so. And if not, that's okay too. I love using this deck. I love the artwork. I love the loving messages that Rebecca Campbell uses, like the inspiring words and loving words that she uses. I really love using this deck. So without further ado, let's get to today's reading. All right, here I've got my guidebook right here, and let's start shuffling. So today's card is Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. So before I read the guidebook, I find this amazing because we are rounding out our solar cycle through Scorpio. Scorpio is very much an energy of transformation. It's very intense. It's a lot of inward work, a lot of shadow work. So we're talking about some deep, deep healing that we have been working on, uncovering our shadows to figure out where we need to find balance. So I love that this card is coming through today for us. Because I think that this will help us round out the Scorpio season, really find something to hone in on as we end Scorpio and move into Sagittarius season. So let's find out what transformation means to us today. Okay, this is what the guidebook says. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will be soon. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother. A re-threading is happening, healing at the deepest levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regimen, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. So work your light activation. So this is a little activation you can say if you're ready to really let the energies of this card come in and just accept that you're ready for this transformational time. If not, you can just move on along. But if you're ready for this, you can repeat this audio or the video and repeat it out loud. So here we go. Hold the card in your hand. Now, so just imagine you're holding the card in your hand. Look at the card while you're saying it if this is something you're ready for. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So again, this is perfect to really kind of wrap up Scorpio season. We've been dealing with a lot of these themes as the sun has gone through, as it's transited this Scorpio cycle. But not only that, we're in the dark half of the year. We've just entered the dark half of the year. You've heard me talk about this, about the importance of shadow work, and this being really just an overall good time to start working on shadow work or journaling, and doing a lot of reflective work. Okay, so just focusing on your life, where you've been, where you're coming from back in your childhood, where you want to go, any emotional work that you need to work through. Like, this is just a really good reflective time. So this is speaking very much to those ideas. This is a great time to start shadow work. If you haven't, that's okay. You can jump in now if you're ready for it, if this card speaks to you and transforming. Something that I would like to talk about on the podcast at some point is the idea of somatic work that just kind of came to me as I was reading this card when I was talking about working or change happening, transformation happening at a cellular level. It's pretty commonly known, to some extent, it's commonly known that our traumas, our pains, our fears, our emotions are stored in our body. Our body doesn't forget. It doesn't forget the times that we were mean to ourselves. It doesn't forget the time when people were mean to us. It holds on to these things. It holds on to joy as well. But all of this is stored in the body somewhere. And when we do somatic work, we are targeting certain areas of our body where this held in trauma may reside. And the somatic work, so it's movement, it's a real quick overview of somatic work is it's emotional work. It's like emotional therapy, but you use targeted movements to kind of release that pent up, stored emotion in a very basic way. And that really came up to me when we can go inside our bodies and release things that we're ready to let go of, that don't serve us, that are holding us back for living our authentic selves, living our authentic life, and living our highest truth. When we're holding on to that stuff, it doesn't serve us. And so when we finally recognize that we're ready to let that go, we can do purposeful movement that releases that, and it literally changes you at a cellular level. So I found that very interesting. If that's something you're interested in, first of all, drop a comment below so I know that, we'd like to talk about that here. and we can go into some more detail on that. But I just found that very interesting. I do think that this is pointing to shadow work, reflective work, working with a therapist. All of these are really good things that we can start to integrate into our lives at this time. Scorpio has been intense. It's been rough. Okay, I've said that in several of our lunar cycle videos. I'll link those up here. It's been intense, and this card is saying that since we are now aware of some of these intense topics that have come up, we can now transform them into our superpowers. We can transform them into fuel for our future. So I think that's amazing. I'm going to read the activation card one more time. So if you are ready to activate this idea, whether that's like you really believe spiritually that you can activate it, or if it's just a way to focus your brain on this idea, whatever speaks to you. But if you are ready for this, visualize this card, hold this image, close your eyes, reflect on it, whatever feels right to you and whatever's safe for you to do. But then think in your head, or just let my words wash over you. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. Amazing, friend. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this brought you hope. I hope this brought you love and a little bit of direction on where we can go next. So let me know in the comments below what you thought about the card reading, if it really spoke to you, or if you feel comfortable, some lessons that you've been learning this past season, and where you're ready to take that cellular change. Again, only if you're comfortable. Make sure that you like the video. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. That kind of feedback helps me know that this is where our community wants to go, where we can spend our energy growing and developing together. So if you would subscribe, I would really appreciate that. We do these card readings weekly. We do lunar cycle talks and some zodiac astrology talks, all kinds of stuff here. I've got a lot of stuff planned, so if you're as excited as I am about learning how to practically apply astrology to your life, or how to practically apply tarot and oracle cards to your life, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you want to learn about and grow for the future. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here today, and until next time, friends, I hope you stay